I tried to do a lovely transition, but Mystic Quest was just too quick for me, as these sorts of things go. So, hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Natara. I am your restreamer for this event and one of the Valkyries. I'm just going to do a little bit of talking, and I'm starting before the timer is up so we don't cut into Squibbons' run. So, we are the RPG Valkyries. We are a inclusive group of RPG speedrunning ladies who just want to have some fun and love RPGs and speedrunning. And this particular event is the RPGs we love. So we have gone out to the RPG speedrunning community at large and to many very supportive, wonderful friends and other folks who are donating their time to give us all some amazing runs this week. We will be running from February 12th today until the 17th, until we finish on the 17th. We are fundraising to help send some of our ladies to RPG Limit Break, which is a charity marathon occurring in May between the 13th and the 19th at Salt Lake City. And so, any sort of support you can do to help us will be fabulous, whether it be donations to a specific or general incentive, whether it's just letting people know about our event, or whether it's just tuning in and giving everybody, some support and having a fabulous time with us here. We love RPGs, and we hope you do as well. So, we are just about up here, so I am going to mute myself and I am going to bring Squibbins to the front. Give us one moment.
Well, maybe. I'll just hum the song. Alright, hey, we got audio. Alright, sweet. Yeah. Did any of my commentary make it through? Now that's the first question. Did anyone actually hear my voice, or did they not hear game audio, or did they not hear anything? I'm actually watching the restream chat. Or sorry, the Valkyrie chat. So,
from the sounds of it, they did not hear anything, and they're not hearing my voice now.
Okay, so everybody can now clearly hear me in the game audio.
Oh, well, they can do your stream. Haha, hi everyone.
I think. Alright, so for anyone who, which would be everyone who didn't know what was going on, this is a game called Neugier. This game, okay, well, wait, what? Okay, no audio whatsoever, so that means nobody got to hear anything. Alright, so, this game is called Neugier. I'll go through the ropes real quick with it. The game itself was never released in English. This is a Japanese sort of action RPG in the veins of A Link to the Past. This game it started being ported to English and it was canceled before they released it. You play as a character named Duke. You are the son of Count Vine, who is apparently the count of a place called Neugier, of which you've been banished from and you're never allowed to return. So we have returned to Neugier against our banished father's wishes, mostly because we've heard these pirates captained by this person named Ord right here, have returned to attack the land for some mysterious reason. That is literally the story. Mysterious reason. We were actually on the pirate ship that was assaulted by them when they first attacked our land. I think this, I believe, is my father, who Ord has brought me to. And my father's angry at me for being unbanished. But little does he know that Ord is actually being controlled by Gunther, who is like a totally different guy, who's also a bad dude. So my father is unbewittingly being controlled by a shape-shifting blob guy, who we'll get to later in the story. There is a fan translation of this game. It's actually pretty good overall for a fan translation. I highly recommend it. This is actually a super fun game. It's very short. As a speedrun, as a game actually, it's really short. Up in the corner, you see that we have something called JA and SA. So that means jump attack and standing attack. There's two types of attacks. There's standing, which is this, and then there's a different jump animation. You'll see there's the jump slash, which is a different type of attack, and they level separately. And I am risking death here. Okay. We have green potion. So there's a few items we have in this. I have gotten a fist, which you see up in the upper corner. I collected that not too long ago. That gives us extra attack power. I believe it gives us +1. We also get green potions, which gives us refills upon death. We get 1 refill per green potion that we get. Those are actually very useful for this run. Super useful. And we won't actually be grinding levels, though levels do grind and stay through death in this game. So if you are having trouble playing it and you keep dying, you will continue to keep all your experience and your levels. There are a few glitches and a few skips for this game, some of which I found and some of which another runner named Tristan has found. I believe there's only 2 runners of this game currently. This is a character named Bowman, who is apparently extremely easy to fight. And that was a boss. There's nothing to it. So this character at the beginning of the game attacks you on the sea. She's a witch. She's been corrupted by Ord over here. Turns out that she's your sister. and you're trying to like free her of Ord's corruption. And that's Gunther, who we don't get to see yet, outside of just him being on the screen. Alright, I'm glad everybody can hear me now. This game actually takes place in a few areas. The first area is the pirate ship. The second area we did was the King's Castle. That was Count Vine's castle. This is the catacombs below the castle, which apparently is run by like golems. And this is the first part of the game where we get to see probably the annoying aspect of this game. It's fun, but it's actually kind of tough. It's got 3D platforming and 2D space, so it's got like 2.5D platforming, and it can get a little frustrating.
Can I pop in with a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Cool. So we actually have a donation, $5 donation from Drumboardist, who is our next runner. And he assures us that he is awake, and he tells us that he is donating $5 for the best ending, which is Johnny's ending. So we do have incentives for our next run. That is RPG Shooter Star Wish. So if you get a chance to donate towards which ending you would like, and so apparently from the runner himself, he says Johnny is the best ending. So do you want to see that one? Do you want to see something terrible or not as good? Get your donations in.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. This marathon is to benefit trying to get RPG. I was gonna say to get the Valkyries. Some of the Valkyries are trying to get some money raised to actually get to be able to go to RPG Limit Break. There's a lot of RPGs in that sentence, so it's actually going to help tremendously get some of the girls there. Anything left over, I believe Natara mentioned it earlier, will be being donated. Oh, that jump is tough. Oh, so that trick right there, sorry, I should talk about that trick for a moment. And we get a boss immediately. So that trick right there is an interesting platformer. It's supposed to be a multi-stage puzzle, but if you grab that platform from a specific pixel, you can pull it up to that location, which pulls it onto the geometry that you're standing on, and that allows you to then pop onto it and grapple to the wall and skip the entire puzzle, which is extremely useful. It's a pretty large skip. And then we fight the boss spider thing that loses her head. This is my favorite character in the game for obvious reasons. For anyone who knows me, I love spiders. Boss is actually kind of a fun fight too. Of all the bosses in the game, I think this is actually probably the funnest boss battle. The rest are questionable in terms of like completability. Most of them I would say are actually extremely easy. This is probably the hardest boss battle. It's also a little awkward because you have to talk to the statue in the corner. This is our buddy, Boku. I think it's his name. I can't remember now. I can't read the text, it's going too quick. So, if you can read the text, please tell me. This is for the Super Famicom. It's called Neugier. Neugier. Oh, it's spelled at the bottom of the screen. Right there. You can see it below the title. I mean, below the actual game. It's just, you know. Yeah, this is for the Super Famicom. It was not ever released on the SNES. Though they had a port for it, it was not. This is a great game. It's really fun speedrun. It's super short too. I highly recommend it for anyone who wants to pick up a speedrun. And it's really not that hard. It's a great like intro speedrun, I think, if you're into sort of action-y RPGs. It's not a hard game at all. This trick is kind of brutal. That ninja can just jump through the floor and kill you. I would say that like the other runners I know who is trying to get through this, that was the hardest part of the game. So I'm going to take a small detour here. Normally we'd go through that first door, but because we lost our green potion earlier and this is a marathon, I want to get a secondary green potion right here. Again, green potions will revive us if we die. So we just glitch these ninjas into the bottom and they don't move. Otherwise, they're kind of annoying to fight. But, oh, this is an interesting fact about this game. That was a bracelet, by the way. I could pick it up if I wanted to use it to switch weapons, or sub-items, but I do not wish to have a different sub-item. Interesting fact about this game, the enemies will always drop the exact same items. So if you know of an enemy that drops health, like an apple, that will increase your health, that enemy will always drop an apple. If you know one that drops a full health refill, which is the meat, that will always drop the meat. Ones that drop potions will always drop potions. Like, it's 100% predictable, which means it's great for speedruns because you don't actually have to worry about like farming for an item. They're always exactly where you expect them to be, which is awesome. It also means that you can optimize where you're picking up items. And if you're a little low on health, you know exactly where a backup health drop is. Enemies can be random though. That entire room can be filled with rats. We luckily got 0 rats, which I've never had, so it's good luck there. I'll take it. But the enemies will be in random spots in a room. Oftentimes, they're not always. Sometimes they're actually in very predictable spots. This guy's always in the exact same spot. That guy's not. There's sometimes one here. There we go. And then we have this screen. This screen is amazing because I don't know why it exists in the game at all, but it's there. That was the screen. There's nothing else like it in the entire game. Absolutely nothing else. That was it. The whole thing. One weird 70-degree angle screen. Oh no, Ord messed up my good friend. Alright, so this is a boss battle with Ord. The first time you actually fight Ord. We see at the very beginning of the game. This boss battle is obnoxious. It is really obnoxious. We have to dodge this orb and then do a jump attack while not getting hit by it. And we have to hit Ord a few number of times during this phase. And I keep missing. I may just tank getting hit here. This is probably the toughest battle, I'd say, in terms of frustration, not actually in terms of difficulty. It's just this first part. The actual second part of the battle goes pretty easily. Oh my gosh, Ord, please. Please, Ord. One more. I have a green potion, so I should be okay on health. Alright. So the next phase is pretty simple. We just stand in the exact same spot over and over again. Do jump attacks, stand in the same spot. Do jump attacks, stand in the same spot. Repeat. And there's a phase 3, which is a little difficult because they tend to teleport around the room randomly and just damage you. They can just kill you instantly from the shadows. But if we do it quick enough, we'll kill them before they get to do 2 cycles. There's a type of attack in this that I learned. I don't think you see. I actually had to peek. I found this out for this run. No one else actually knew it at the time. But if you attack and then immediately jump and attack again, you can get double attacks. It's kind of like Zelda 2 double attacks. So you can get double stabs in this game. You can actually get triples. And so you can do 3 to 4 times the amount of damage per attack than you can normally do by using a sort of jump attack, jump attack swing method, which gives you a ton of damage really rapidly, meaning bosses like Ord, which used to be super difficult, actually become very easy. So this is the final level, which is mostly just platforming, with lots of enemies that can just knock you off the platforms, and doors that don't function. So that door, I'm supposed to just be able to walk through it. Obviously, I couldn't walk through the door. You have to just push into it and hope that it teleports you through. This is the only part of the game I'd say that's actually frustrating. Mostly because you will be dealing with a lot of weird visual physics, or sorry, visual confusion based on the actual movement physics and the doorways. You will hate doors after this game. But it's actually really good. It's a cool design. The music's kind of rad. And these bats always drop. Always drop health. So if you need health, you can kill these bats. If you can kill them in 3D space. Wait, we already did this one, I think. Yeah. So I went the wrong way. No! That's right. This trick is extremely tricky to do. This jump is extremely tricky to do. My gosh. I got words. I'm using words, everybody. I hope you can understand them. No, the door! Oh, the door. I hope you like doors, everybody. This Home Depot percent. Oh, you know what? I should name drop. Hardware store percent. There we go. I need to get better at that. Okay, well, I think we made it. We made it through the doors. It's just 3 of these. We have to destroy these 3 seals. And once we've destroyed all 3 seals... Oh, here's a puzzle. We are able to get to the final boss of the game. Alright, I failed the puzzle. Let's try that again. Nope. Again. I think I'm bringing this one down too far. No! Come on, Squibbs. You got this. You got this. I need that green potion. Like, I need it. I needs it. I also need this health drop. No! No! We'll never get it. I really need this health drop, actually. And to think... There we go. Years of practice. Years of practice, being a month since I started speedrunning this. Years of practice. And we failed miserably. Nah, it's great. So we actually have picked up the green potion, which we're going to want for the final boss battle, and a health upgrade, so that increases our max health, which is also extremely useful for the final area. Especially getting through these bats. The bats will take an enormous amount of health from you very rapidly. We have one more seal. Oh my gosh. Also, if you see me jumping a lot in this game, it's not speed strats. Or you can claim they're speed strats if you want. They're speed strats. They're actually mostly just because I like pressing the B button rapidly over and over again, because it's fun. They have absolutely no effect on the speed of the game. They do, however, let you like cut corners quickly. I have actually at least found that. You can quickly wrap through corners with the jumps, which is helpful. But that's about it. It's definitely not useful in other ways other than I really just like pressing the B button. Comes as a habit, I think. It's quite satisfying. I think you should also just sit there and press the B button for a while if you're a gamer. You might enjoy it. So here's the final boss. I'm serious, this is the final boss. We're here. We made it. This is Gunther, who can turn into a blob. And then he turns into a wolf. Alright, I need to get Gunther reset. And then Gunther turns into a dragon. And then we kill Gunther. And that is time for Gunther. That's the whole game, everyone. That is it. That is Neugier. And there's a long cutscene. Apparently Gunther was a shape-shifting alien creature the whole time.
Can I pop in with a quick donation there?
Absolutely.
Just before you're done. So we do have a $10 donation from Ninja Clayer. I don't know if I got your name right at all. I apologize. Shout out to Squibbons and all her awesome runs in this marathon. Looking forward to some Ultima and that epic boating music. Put this towards runner's choice. So that brings the question, do you have a runner's choice, Squibbons?
Oh my gosh, not in the moment, but I will.
Okay, let me know. I'll put it as question mark in the document, and you just update me, and we'll put the money.
Absolutely, thank you. And then right at the end, so the very final part of this game, the words at the very end are, but was it an illusion of grief? And then you get these really awesome, really super long cutscene of the credits that we do not have to watch. But thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And it really is long. It's super long, as you can imagine. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the marathon. It's going to be awesome. It's a week-long event. It's going to be super exciting. The next run coming up will be cool. All the runs coming up are going to be cool. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We've got a lot of good stuff today. And then following up through the rest of the week, it's like we have 24 hours a day of RPGs. If you love RPGs, you are at the right place right now. You are at the right place. So thank you.